This video is on how to use Westlaw to do legal research. We're at St. Leo University at the Daniel A. Cannon Memorial Library, and we are going to go to databases. Once you have your list of databases, you want to scroll all the way to the bottom and choose Westlaw Campus Research. After logging in, you have several choices in how to do your research. You can enter your subject or search terms in the box up here. You can look at cases, statutes, regulations, secondary sources, briefs, and legislation and regulations are over here. You can also narrow it down by federal materials, state materials, practice areas, and then Westlaw has some tools to help you out. Now in this case, I'm going to pretend that I don't know a case yet, so I'm going to choose segregation. I'm choosing this actually because it doesn't meet the requirements for your course, so I'm not doing research for anyone, right? Okay, so I have over 10,000 cases of this. So actually, after doing some research, I realized that Keys versus State, it's actually the school district, is a case that I can use, and so I'm going to search for that. You'll see that in our overview here, we have 9 items that match our search. The first one is Keys versus the school district. I'm going to click on the title of that. This gives us information about it. Notice that up here at the top, it shows that the Supreme Court of the United States made this ruling. It was in 1973. Here are the numbers that you'll need when you're referencing this or looking up information about it. In the tabs, we have the actual document. Here are filings. Here are cases that had a negative effect on it, and you can see those here. The history is very important. I really like how the history is shown here, so we can see this is the very last thing that happened with this case. In the synopsis, it lists former decisions that were made, the opinion, and notice that the rehearing was denied. So this is basically the end of what happened with this case. However, if we go back to the history, we can see past cases that happened. So this was one of the steps that was taken in 1970. So notice that this was the United States District Court in Colorado. It happened in 1970, and here's the number for this. And then it gives you the synopsis and some notes from Westlaw. Now we've already looked at the history. Now I want to look at secondary sources. What have people written about this particular case? I want to take a look at this second one, 2 Shades of Brown. This gives the name of the journal, the date. It is a journal article. It gives you the table of contents, and then it goes into information about desegregation. Now notice that here at first they're talking about Brown 1 and Brown 2. These are court cases, and you'll see here in the footnote is the actual name of which case they're referencing. Now you may be asking yourself, what does this have to do with Keys? So as we scroll down, you'll see that here we have Keys versus Denver and Keys in Colorado and Denver. The main point here is how segregation is defined, and you'll take a look at the footnotes to see how segregation was argued in those different cases. So this might be something that you write about in your paper as far as how it was interpreted, how it was defined, and so on. This is basic searching of Westlaw. If you have further questions, please contact the library.